Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into another session from Michigan's 36th District Court, where Carlos Durham returns for back-to-back appearances. This time, he's once again bringing his usual sovereign citizen claims, but the judge isn't having any of it. Let's jump right in.
Okay, we're on the record as the people versus Carlos Lorenzo Durham. Case number 2259974. Count one. Only count one. Police officer position and obstructing. This is a habitual offender report, offense notice, and also case number 2258771. People versus Carlos Durham. Mr. Durham is charged on this case with count one, weapons, firearms, possession by felon. Count two, weapons, felony firearm. Count three, weapons, ammunition, possession by felon. Count four, weapons, felony firearm. Count five, carrying concealed. Count six, police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing. And this is a habitual offender fourth.
Really seems to be keeping Michigan's courts busy since I started following his story. I looked deeper into his legal troubles and found he's facing a total of 12 charges, including to serious ones related to being a felon in possession of a firearm.
Except for a bond redetermination hearing. Appearances.
Alexander Kirker on behalf of the people, P86282.
Good morning, Your Honor. Delisha Taylor Coleman, P56278, on behalf of Mr. Durham on both matters for bond redetermination.
And Mr. Durham, can you state your full name for the record, please?
Carlos Durham.
At least it looks like the Wayne County Jail is doing its part. Carlos has finally started identifying himself normally and seems to have let go of the whole of the family Durham fantasy.
Thank you. And whenever you're ready, Attorney Taylor Coleman.
Yes, Your Honor. As the court has before it, I believe Mr. Durham has a capias with this court, or maybe it was with Judge Elenise Bryant. At this point, we'd ask for any capiases to be recalled. That he is a resident of Detroit. He has significant family contacts. I'm looking up his investigation report. I'm looking up the sheet from misdemeanor felony defenders on his behalf. Long story short, we're asking for a personal bond with tether, and that he would reappear at all future court dates.
Used to claim the court has no authority over him, but as the previous judge noted, he's a habitual no-show with a history of questionable behavior before trial, including alleged paint consumption.
You can address the capias of December 14th, Mr. Durham.
I'm sorry, what did you ask him? I didn't hear the first part of your question.
Address the alleged, not alleged, the capias of December 14th of 2022.
Yes, go right ahead.
Mr. Durham, were you aware of that court date?
Yes, and kind of no. They bombarded me with a bunch of court dates, and I kind of might have forgot it because there's so many I got to go to.
Okay,
they sent me about 40 different cards with court dates on them.
You essentially made up your court date.
I think so. I got court dates all the way to February, and I think I just missed it out.
Carlos claimed he missed his court date because he mixed it up with the dozens of others he has lined up, asking the judge to just let him out. But for everyone's safety, keeping him in jail seems like the better choice. I checked his record, and in just February alone, he has 6 more court appearances, so it's shaping up to be a month full of courtroom comedy thanks to Carlos.
Okay. Would you reappear at all future court dates, Mr. Durham?
Yes, I reappeared. I appeared before. I was on Zoom. I was on a tether. I came to court.
Okay. Your Honor, we believe that this was just a mistake, a one-time mistake. Mr. As the court can see in the register of action, Mr. Durham had appeared at previous court dates, but as he stated, because of the number of court dates, this one fell through the cracks, but he would reappear at all future court dates. These are non-assaultive crimes. We're asking for a personal bond, reinstate the bond with tether. Would the court consider any reduction at all? I don't know if Mr. Durham can post any amount of money. Was there a change in your bond before Judge Bryant, Mr. Durham?
To the what? I didn't hear you.
Was there a change in your bond before Judge Bryant?
Yeah, it was a $10 bond. That's all it is. They said it's a $10 bond. I'm here to get this bond reduced so I can get out of jail.
And you have employment?
I work for myself.
Next voice, let me guess he's representing himself from the prestigious law firm of Durham, and Dumas. I bring energy, ambition, and pure Dumas potential, he says. So, am I your guy? It's Dumas. He corrects
To dumbass and dumbass. I'm a go-getter. Dumbass material all the way. So, am I your man, Mr. Dumbass?
The name is Dumas.
Okay, so I'm still gonna keep it the same, Attorney Taylor Coleman, because of the cases on both cases. I am going to wait until we get to the probable cause conference on the 25th with the DSU report to determine whether or not I'm inclined to reduce the charge. I need him to show the court for something, because we're back at the probable cause conference. I want you to listen up very carefully. Your next court date is January 25th. That is a Wednesday at 8:30 a.m. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you'll be zooming in from the county jail, and you'll have an attorney present to discuss with you any matters before we go on the record, okay? So show up for that, well, you have to show up for that. Then your attorney then can possibly discuss something once we have a DSU report, okay? Attorney Taylor Coleman, anything from defense?
That's it. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you all both have a good one.
up the first trial, and now we're jumping ahead to the second one just 2 days later. Not sure if it's the jailhouse cranes or something else, but Carlos somehow manages to show up looking even more colorful each time, and today's no exception.
Okay, gentlemen from the county jail who just sat down about 5 minutes ago, can you state your name for the record, please?
My name?
Yes, your name.
My name is Carlos Lorenzo, and I'm here to represent the person you got on that paper, which is an all capital name, all capital letters. That's a corporation, and I'm not claiming to be him, but I'm here to represent him. All capital name is all corporation. I'm not a corporation. I'm not dead. I'm not a fictitious entity. So I'm not claiming to be whoever name you have on that paper, which is probably in all capital letters. That's not my name. It's two names in this court that sound exactly alike, and only one of them is mine. What name is on that paper y'all have over there? Is it in all capital letters? That's not my name, but it's my property. It's my trade name, and I own it. And I need to know if anybody has permission to use it from me. So do we have that understood? I am not a U.S. citizen, and I'm not a citizen of the United States.
The quick suggestion may be if just a handful of these so-called American state nationals were actually deported, they'd finally stop claiming they aren't U.S. citizens.
I am not that person on that paper, because that person is a fictitious entity. I am actually flesh and blood. I am a man standing on the land.
Pretty telling, and honestly kind of funny that after just one meeting, his lawyer seemed to realize talking to Carlos is more exhausting than a root canal without anesthesia.
And that's what I got you to do. You understand that? I'm not him. I'm claiming not to be him.
I just wanted to know who you were. Thank you. I had to check there. Attorney Simon, thank you. Listen, you want to speak to your client in private before we go on the record? Because he's still talking.
Sorry, Judge. Can you repeat that, please?
Do you want to speak to your client in private for a moment? Because he hasn't stopped talking for the last 10 minutes. He's still talking. He doesn't know he's on mute, but he's been talking.
I just saw him Monday at the jail, but okay.
Okay, because I don't think we can have his hearing unless he understands we all can't talk at the same time.
All right, I'll do a breakout.
At this point, you might want to start using that internal filter and stay quiet, because if you keep pushing it, the judge could hold you in contempt, and that's only going to mean more time behind bars.
Okay, we're on the record. This is People versus Carlos Lorenzo Durham, case 2259974. Mr. Durham is charged with one count of police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing. This is a habitual offender fourth offense notice. Also, case 2258771, the People versus Carlos Lorenzo Durham. Mr. Durham is charged with count 1, weapons, firearms possession by a felon. Count 2, weapons, felony firearm. Count 3, weapons, ammunition, possession by a felon. Count 4, weapons, felony firearm. Count 5, carrying concealed. Count 6, police officer assaulting, resisting, and obstructing. This is a habitual offender. Fourth offense notice. Today's the day set for a probable cause conference. Appearances.
Alexander Kirker on behalf of the people, P8628.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jonathan Simon, P35596 for Mr. to both matters.
And Mr. Durham, can you state your name, please?
Objection. I'm not a mister. I just told you that it's two names that sound exactly alike and only one of them is mine. My name has never been spelled in all capital letters, so that is not my name. Whatever name you have on that paper is a corporation and it does not exist. That's not who I am. I'm not.
What is your name,
I'm here to
sir?
represent him.
What is your name?
My name is Carlos. That's what I go by.
Really putting on a show. But just like the previous judges, this one isn't here for any sovereign citizen theatrics. We'll wrap the video here. There were a few more exchanges between the judge and attorney, and they've now scheduled a competency hearing to determine whether Carlos is truly unfit to stand trial or just pretending. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If not, hit dislike. But either way, drop a comment and subscribe with notifications so you don't miss what's coming next.
It's not Mr. and I never spelled it in all capital letters. I keep explaining that to y'all, but y'all insist I'm that dead entity on that piece of paper, and I'm not.
What is your last name?
What is your name, ma'am? Can I have your name and your oath of office, please? Did you take the oath to uphold the Constitution, ma'am? Or did you take the oath to violate my constitutional rights in conspiracy with the prosecutor and the Detroit police?
Attorney Simon, what I'm getting here is that Mr. Durham is not present.
Objection, I'm not a Mr.
I can enter a capias because that's not Mr. Durham. Or
Judge, maybe we could have a competency referral.